if you became president, man, do you think you would hire any of your family members?
I think when they're qualified, if you're
Okay.
qualified,
Mm-hmm.
then I can do that. Problem is, but you give someone who is not qualified a job,
Yeah.
they become entitled. And the other thing is that when you become a president, there are those that will feel they're entitled to have a job since you are related.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I'm also just working for the state.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a
There is
worker at
some
the end
corrupt-
of the day, even
Yeah.
me. If you're qualified, well and good. If you're not, sir, it can't.
Nishakos.
Doesn't work like that. Let's put people that are qualified in offices and you're willing to work to deliver for the country.
Of course.
True, and yeah, that's like you've put it, man. Saint, what do you think about that? What let me not say would you hire your family members? Let me rephrase it. Do you think it's a good idea to do that? Let's say you are the CEO of a big company, or you are the president of the country. Do you think it's a good idea to have your family members in these positions?
That one is not really a good idea, because just when you just go to that top job, when you just you are the president in that top job, definitely people will want non-canny. But then again, now you're looking at the bigger, the people who are looking up to you now. It's just not your family anymore. Now it's the people at large now. Those are masses now. So now what you need to do is that you just let them know, like, listen, and then definitely there's going to be 1 or 2 times when you can talk to someone and say, listen, this one is obviously I know somebody that's qualified also. 1 or 2 times I would pull strings. Yes. But then that shouldn't be very close to where I'm working from. Yeah.
Somewhere else.
Yeah. Because definitely, guys. The people are going to be like, you're the top job. You simply just had to say this,
Yeah.
and then you didn't do that. No. 1 or 2 times I'm going to do that. Yes, that's definitely.
But don't you think that's where now like problems begin? That's where you end up in situations where you hire these family members. It's that sense of I think the challenge with hiring family or nepotism is that when you get in a top position, like you're a president or a CEO of a company, there's a sense of entitlement that's there. Because we are family, one, someone will expect that I owe them a job. Then 2, this is now the downside of it. Say, because we are family, someone will expect you to be more lenient on them or understand or give them leeway.
Yes.
Even when what they're doing is wrong.
It's wrong, yes.
Whereas if it's someone who's not related to you, you can easily sort the situation out because there's no personal connection.
Yes. So then that's when I can just like, you know what, when I do this, and then again, I am me. Definitely, that feedback is not up to me now. It's up to the boss who's in charge of.
Yes.
Okay.
Me, you cannot come back. That's just the rule here.
Okay.
I get you in there, but then if you go out, I cannot get you back.
Okay.
That's the thing.
Yeah, because
there are rules when you be there.
Yes.
That's all.
Because there are those that will be like, you can't do anything to me. I'll just make one phone call.
Yes. That's tarnishing, man.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the day, then we put again abantu bakamfunyapo.
You know I am you.
You will in the for the shita. Wamonaga. Philippine for the restaurant can have to number video where it goes round,
Do you know who I am?
You know,
Take out.
My father was this company.
You already then she. It's nice upon 12 hours.
You got to kind of a manager.
Like with when they're given the privilege of working, they also feel like they have the power to do anything. Yeah. They'll be, I don't know. Even when they reach on the, let's say, on the roadblock, they'll be like, no, me, don't quite the initial thing that you need to have on your car to be moving on the road. It's like, me, my father is no. Or me, my uncle is that.
No.
Yeah. I think, like, I wouldn't. Like, if I was in that position, I wouldn't. I love you, family, but I wouldn't.
Yeah.
If I became president, I wouldn't hire you.
Yeah.
For reasons being, I think it's not the way we, like I explained, our family setups. We are kind of brought up with this notion to look after our families. There's nothing wrong with looking after your family. But I think where it has become detrimental to the African setup is that it has limited us in how we identify ourselves and who we serve.
Yes.
So ideally, all of us just do things for our families.
Yeah.
That's who we are as a people. So that kind of mindset is what goes into these offices. So now, when somebody gets in a position of power, what do?
You want to better your family.
You want to better your family. Even when the job you've been hired for is to better the state.
Yeah.
So you've got no real wider responsibility to the family. You just took the job because it gave you a position of power and a certain salary. But at the end of the day, you are serving your family.
Your family.
I think that's where the issue comes in at that point. Then another thing is that when you indulge in nepotism, you create an inefficient and ineffective organization. Okay? Because there are people who will be in there because of their link to you, because of their relation to you. Not necessarily that they're the best for the job.
No.
An organization that functions well, or a government that performs well, is built from people who are there by merit. These are the best people we have to do that. You know. So if you're going to get somebody who is, let's say, going to be the permanent secretary for mines, this needs to be somebody with a vast experience in mining. Yes, knowledge about mining and whatnot. I can't then go and pick my relative who maybe Adibombako mine as an accountant maybe for 5 years. Namuing Shapadi PS as the PS for the mines. You get it?
Yeah.
What will happen is now he will go and make mistakes, which will now have very huge consequences. Yeah, that's why I kind of think I wouldn't do that. I would probably have my own private enterprise because it's my enterprise. It's a private enterprise where I can kind of, throw those opportunities to my family and whatnot. But even in that private enterprise, if you are trying to become something, let's say like a Trade Kings or a very huge organization, you still have to make sure you are doing it with a high level of scrutiny.
Yeah.
Your family members who are in your business must perform at that high level. Because if somebody else comes who can actually outperform them, is way better than them, can increase our business, I'm firing you. Sorry. At the end of the day, you'll still be the one to come back to me and ask me for money.
Yeah.
Where am I going to get that money if we can't make this money? You get it? If he's going to get us 10 more million, you weren't getting us anything. But I fire you, he gives me 10 million so that I can give you a 500.
But the funny thing is that even in these families, you'd find that there are those that are willing to work. Even when you put them in a certain position, they'll work. All right? Even when they're wrong, there won't be a need of saying, whether my uncle, my cousin is president. No. They're willing to submit to someone despite their relative being a top position. Yeah. And there are those that are just culprits. The only thing, okay, my uncle is so. You can't do to me anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
So with me, I think it wouldn't be fair, even punishing those that would work, that they're there to work.
Yeah.
I don't think it's punishing, but like I said, for those two reasons why I wouldn't. Like, I'll give them something outside, but one, the sense of entitlement. But two, if there's somebody who can work, they are willing to work, that's one thing. You can be willing to work, but are you the most qualified for the job? What is the value you're bringing to this institution? So it's not just about wanting to work also. It's about the value that you can produce at that institution. Are you the best candidate for the job? That's where now things also become a bit tricky. So if you are not, if you are the best, let's say maybe, we need a neurosurgeon and I'm the one in charge of appointing that. If you are my relative and you are the best neurosurgeon in Zambia,
the country,
then we can't ignore that. You are the best at it. But at least then we can always argue to say he got this on merit because you are the best. Other than that, who else are you going to get to do that? You get what I'm saying? But if you just my relative and just because you work hard, like there's somebody who can work 10 times harder than you. You get what I'm saying? And to a certain extent, I think that's what has impeded a lot of our institutions, and you end up with all these funny situations where, you know, a lot of businesses have died because of relatives.
Yeah.
Businesses, people have gotten fired because of their relatives. You know, you out of sympathy or trying to fulfill a family duty, you get someone in a position, or you hire someone in your business, and they kill it for you because they were there talking rubbish to the customer, or they said something to someone they shouldn't have because they thought, oh, you are the boss. But the person they said that turns out to be your boss. Your boss, and you get fired. You know. Yeah, so that's that with the nepotism thing. But it's tricky, man. It's tricky. It's tricky. It's tricky and it's not tricky.
No, it's tricky.
Don't hire your relatives, my business. Don't hire your relatives when you become president.